When I told my husband that I was asked to talk about Jewish values, he said, oh, well, how many hours are they giving you? I said, no, not Jewish values in connection with Israel, sovereignty. He said, oh, well, how many days will you be speaking? So I can assure you that I'm not speaking for days nor for hours, but just a matter of minutes. Our values emerged from a number of sources over time. They emerged from repeated engagement with what we consider Jewish texts, fundamental Jewish texts. They emerged from the Jewish historical experience that shaped us very profoundly. They evolved from Jews encountering a range of cultures, being challenged by those cultures, being rejected by those cultures, or being absorbed by those cultures. Jewish thought reacted in opposition to, or sometimes in concert with, those kinds of cultures, and took from those cultures, took things, and made them, internalized them, and made something deeply Jewish out of them. For many Jews today, I think, Jewish values are infused with our commitment to democratic values. It's not just abstract and noble to say that. We as Jews have benefited, perhaps more than any other group of people, from democracy and from inclusiveness in society. From Jewish texts, we've learned the power of argumentation. We've learned, the old joke is 2 Jews, 3 opinions. Probably it's 2 Jews, 12 opinions, or some other kind of multiple. But one thing that we take from our texts is the right to challenge conventional views, the right to challenge orthodoxies, and I really mean orthodoxies with a small o and not a capital O, because orthodoxies, by which I mean adherence to convention, to a certain kind of conformity without question, can emerge across the religious and the secular spectrum. When I ask, can a country be both Jewish and democratic, my answer, of course, is yes. There are people who are more radical than I, and they come down on the extremes of those questions. They would say that Jewishness needs to override democratic principles, that's one side of the spectrum, or they would say that the only means to make Israel democratic is to decouple it from its Jewishness, that is to create perhaps a Hebrew republic, a representative democracy that simply acts out the will of its people. I think that we have other possibilities, and the challenge is to build a modern country that exemplifies Jewish values in the fullest and best sense, born of Jewish historical experience, Jewish engagement with Jewish texts, Jewish values, Jewish thinkers, Jewish writers, in their evolving sense in the word. I have to confess that I'm in awe of Israel. In its 65 years as a modern country, that it's accomplished things that are amazing scientifically, culturally, politically, socially, in face of profound and difficult challenges. It has a forward-thinking Supreme Court. It has a passionate people. It's dynamic, creative, a very alive country that's multi-ethnic, multicultural, and very diverse. As a modern Jewish country, which is the Israeli invention, it's an ongoing process to take into account competing ideas about what might constitute Jewishness, Jewish ways, and Jewish values, and not to become a religious oligarchy or a place that privileges only Jews or only certain types of Jews. I don't want to cast these challenges as a struggle, again, between religious and secular values, because I don't think that's what it's about. I think the values that we call Jewish values are both religious and secular, and that the two realms are very much enmeshed and speak to one another.